here with a new painting tutorial, and in this tutorial I will paint, more likely more than one part. I will paint the new Changeling. So I have the old one, I have the new one, and I think the old one will be downgraded to just and Tzeentch Herald, and this is going to be my new Changeling. So we're going to start with the smoke. The base is already painted and goes in separated, so I will not cover the base in this tutorial, and I will focus on the miniature. So let's start with the smoke. I want to do like ethereal smoke, and I will start applying a base of Gauss Blaster Green. So we are going to apply, this is a base coat, thin layers. This is a color that is covering quite easily, so you should not have problems to paint this on top of any primer. As you can see, I use white primer, so I use blue plus Azenital prime with white. So this is why I try to, it's the first time I'm trying that. I think I went too heavy with the white, but yeah, I wanted, it's showing quite well where I need to put the shades. So I will start focusing first on the smoke, and I will apply first this Gauss Blaster Green. So I do a base of that and I come back. So with Shadow's Purple, we are going to do the second highlight. So I'm going to, what we want to do is to especially emphasize this part here, okay? As you can see, I thin it quite a lot to make it more transparent, the paint. At the beginning will be very visible, and we want especially to put it here at the bottom. Okay. I don't know how visible it's going to be this on camera, to be fair. So you have to go into this. Okay. So now the transition is going to be super strong. I just want to see the parts that I want to highlight. Well, this plane is making a lot of noise. Okay. Going to do as well this one. Okay, but I will do one of these folds on camera, and you can imagine the rest is on the same. So in here, on this part here, that is the back of this part that is more exposed to the light, I will go almost purple. So as you can see, I will apply, this is to make it to work. So this is why it's important to do this before gluing. So once this is glued, it's going to be almost impossible to reach. This, yeah. And you want to do this part first because it can happen that you will dirty. So I go here. I try to just put a little bit of purple. Okay, but here we are going to do, leaving a little bit lighter, but more or less the same that we are going to do inside. So you can see, once the purple is drying, okay, it's the transition is to start. So I will work this one here, okay, and then you can imagine that I will do the same on the parts that are on the other falls. So I will repeat the same operation on all the falls. So now I will take again Naharu Knight. I will prepare my Naharu Knight here. And I will prepare also Genestealer Purple. Genestealer Purple is a little bit lighter than Shadow's Purple. Okay, so with Naharu Knight, we are going to go. Let me see if I move this a little bit up. Something like that. So with Naharu Knight, we are going to go again next to the Shadow's Purple. Okay, and as you remember, so we'll do, for example, this one here. Okay, then I will apply again Shadow's Purple next to it. Okay, I will go with a little bit of Genestealer Purple on top. As you can see, it's very bright. Okay, I let it dry, and while this is drying, I will work the parts that should go deeper and will be less bright, but I will expand a little bit, or I will make bigger the area where we have Shadow Purple. So we really want to, sorry, Naharu Knight I'm painting now. Okay, so I do the fall next to it because I'm waiting that this is drying. And this fall here, I'm applying those Shadow's Purple again. And between these two falls, we are going to put, because this is looking up more or less, I'm going to put a little bit of Shadow's Purple here. Okay, I'm applying Shadow's Purple. And we are going to do the same. I will apply now Genestealer Purple on top of this fold, and we let it. Now we use the same Shadow's Purple and we mix it with. Sorry, we mix Genestealer Purple with the Shadow's Purple to make the transition softer. We have to do the other side. We have not to forget the other side. Okay, and now Naharu Knight. This fold is much stronger, so I will not go that low with purple, and I will apply here the Naharu Knight. Okay, and most of this will be covered. The point is, a lot of this fold will be covered by the smoke, but I want to be sure that I have the right highlight, and then, yeah, some of this work will be covered, but it's not a problem. So we are going to put in those Shadow's Purple and try to soften the transition here. Okay, so I go with Shadow's Purple here and I try to soften now this transition. So there is a little bit of wet blending. Try to make this transition as soft as possible and trying to give this purplish tone. Make this very dark purple with quite extreme highlight on these falls. Okay. So keep applying this. Little bit more of Genestealer Purple. Okay. And now we make use that the paint is wet, it is still wet, to make it fade out. I'll go here and I will apply a little bit of Shadow's Purple, and now again a bit here. This one we want to make it brighter because it's really very sharp fold. It's important to play with how much water you put on the paint to make it work, to help you on the transitions, of course. Okay, so we go here, and we go a little bit on the bottom, and we let it fade out. Okay. Once you see that you start removing the previous layer, it's important that you stop, you let it dry a little bit, and you go back later on. Okay, and go here, and now I use my Hollow Knight, a little bit of Shadows Purple, and I mix it. Okay. And now we have here the transition. So I will keep repeating the same for all the folds. In the same process, mixing and wet blending the three colors, Naharo Night, Shadows Purple, and Jet Stealer Purple as the lighter one. You can, if you want, apply a small. I will do this later on. So at the end, we are going to apply a little bit of the color lilac. This is almost white purple, but just on the most on the strategic points. So we'll keep working on that, and I come back once this is done. So this is how it looks like after doing the highlights inside. Okay. And now next we are going to keep applying base colors. As you can see, I also attach him to the base. It's much easier to paint when the miniature is attached to the base. So we are going to keep applying base colors, and now I'm going to apply Shadows Purple on some of the parts. And it's mainly this big cloth here, so to have two different type of cloth. So we are going to apply this inside and here in the, this is going to be the tricky part. We are going to apply this, thin it down because there is some, especially here we have some engraves or some details, so you don't want to clog them. And for this reason I go quite thin in paint. So I will apply this Shadows Purple on this piece of cloth and also here in the middle, and I come back when this is done. So next we will start working on the highlights on the cloth, and to do that I'm going to use Naharo Night. Okay, here we have. I will use Ariman Blue. I will use Baharo Blue. Okay, and I will use Gauss Blaster Green. The idea is, in the deepest part, I will go with Naharo Night, thin down the paints, and I will apply this on the deepest recesses. Okay, to give this a purplish shade. This is too strong, as you can see. So what we are going to do next is I'm going to use Ariman Blue, mix it, and just smooth the transition, right? So we are going to do like a wet blending. Okay. You can see now there is a lot of purple, but the idea is to reduce the quantity of purple by keep adding Ariman Blue. We want to give this the sensation that the color is not okay, something like that. Then we will start highlighting. So what we want to do at the end is that the color is not looking is undetermined. So it's going to be a mixture of greens, purples, and blues. So it's not really a well-defined color to give this sensation of change that I want to give to I like to give to the Tzeentch demons. Then I'm using Gauss Blaster Green. I will go to the top. This is too thick, but you want to go to the top. And we highlight with this greenish color. Okay. Of course, this is too strong again, so I will go with Animal Blue mixed with Bahar Blue, and I will start working on the transition. Okay. As you can imagine, it's all about blending colors and blending from purple in the deeper recesses to this greenish color on the top. Okay, and then the transitions are still too strong, so now we need to glaze and mix here. So you know that it should become softer and softer. You can see we work with several layers until we are happy with the transition. Here I make a mistake, so I need to go back. So this is the idea of what I will be doing in all the different folds of the Changeling. So here we are going to do the next one. And again, we apply first Narrow Night on the deep recess. Something like that. Okay. Using here, first I was using the Herald Blue, and now I'm using Animal Blue. Okay, I will focus more on this part now, so you can see this in the tutorial. I will do this side here of the fold, and then I will do the rest of the cloth out of camera. So as you can see, I apply here Narrow Night. The transition, of course, is too strong, so we are going to take now Animal Blue. And we mix it. And you can see this is softening the transition. And we take a little bit more of Animal Blue. I will take Pájaro Blue. Again, Animal Blue mixed with Pájaro Blue. Take a little bit of Animal Blue mixed with Narrow Night. A little more of Animal Blue. And always keep working until you are happy with the transition. And of course, the trick is to apply thin layers, because if the paint is quite wet, then you can do better the blending. You can do retardant if you want, pen retardant. If you want to take even more time to do this, if you want to be sure that you can mix, you can use a little bit of pen retardant. I'm just using water in that case as a thinner. Let's go back to Narrow Blue. And as you can see, I try to keep always the same direction of the brush, up, down, up, but always following the same type of flow. Okay. To be consistent. This is helping to have the paint all in the same direction, and the lines, I try to follow the shape of the fold. then when it's parts that are very sharp, it's okay to be a little bit more stiff on the, have more strong transitions. Okay. And this is how it will work. I can put a little bit more of Gauss raster green. The idea is to have this undetermined color. Well, the blue is the main color, but then we have also purple and greenish highlights. Okay. Okay, I'm just finishing this part. Okay, you see, it's looking quite well. Okay, so we'll keep doing the rest, following the same type of technique, this blending, and I show you once the full cloth is done, how it's looking like. I will do the hood as well and all the different type of cloth. So I will keep doing that, and I come back once this is done. So this is how it looks like now that I did all the highlights on the cloth. So you see here the hood, I did the transition, and then where you can appreciate more is here on the back. So I have done all these nice transitions, quite sharper, and highlights that. So here, for example, one thing I'm just realizing now, using no Gauss Blaster Green, we'll clean up a little bit this one here. I like this high contrast highlights. So the next step I will do, I will start applying, keep working on the cloth, and I will use Retributor Armor to do all these type of decorations that we have on the cloth. So this is going to be the base color for all the trim on the clothes and all this type of decorations and things that we have on the cloth. Okay, so we'll take this. So especially for this thing here, that have like also some engrave. So we are going to apply the Retributor Armor, and we are going to do very carefully this decoration that has at the base of the cloth. So I keep doing that. Now you have to be very careful not to dirten the thing that we already did in the blue. It was so use a quite detailed brush, and you need quite precision at this point. Okay. So I do here. See? So I will keep doing all the gold. And then when I go to these things here, I will go to even a smaller brush. Here you have to be very careful how you do it. Basically, I will go almost flat. Start painting this type that is like fire decoration or something like that. Okay, you see. instead of going, you want to go horizontal with very little pain, and just here apply a little bit. See. You see that just view this well. Okay, you have to go very gentle with the brush. Want to do the middle of the A. The better light. Okay, so I will keep doing that for all the different decorations we have on the miniature. As you can see, it's very carefully take all these details and paint them. Okay, you see now looks nice and contrasts very nicely with this blue. So I will keep doing the gold and I come back once this is done. So the gold is being applied, okay, you can see. And now I'm going to work a little bit on the purple cloth. You can see here I make a mistake, but I wanted to show that I'm not perfect. And now I will start working on highlighting the purple part. And I will use for this, again, the wet palette. And we are going to use the base color, that is Cheryl's purple. Then we are going to use Jen Stiller purple. And the Kala Lilac. Okay, and again we are going to wet blend the colors so we have nice transition. So I'm going to use water and to help me on wet blending. So first I will correct this mistake here. Okay, and I will start applying, and then I'm going to start applying Cheryl's purple on this fold. Okay, I will do this one help here on the mix. Then I will work on use the color lilac, and I will start doing higher, so lighter color. And we are going to use in the wet palette. I'm mixing more or less half and half the Calalic and Shiroosh purple to help me on the transition from one color to the other. So I will go here next to the Calalic and I start playing this one. Take a little bit more of Genestealer purple. And now we take it's too thick. Take a little bit of Shiroosh purple. A little bit more of Shiroosh. What we can do is okay. We are going to work as well here on the same color. I'm playing no first shadows. Now I'm playing Genestealer purple. The Calac and Genestealer purple more or less 50-50. And as you can see, we try to follow the flow of the here is a bit tricky. Normally I should have done this before doing the gold. But as you can see, it's a little bit more difficult once you have the gold done, but you can still do that. I go back with the color lilac. The color lilac is very white compared to I think it's looking quite well. It's taking this, it's having this silky appearance that I like it. Okay, and now I will do the other folds. So I'm going to play a little more of the color I like. Okay, so this is how to do the highlight on the purple, and now I will do the other folds and I come back once this is done. So this is how it looks like here, the purple. Here on the front I did not highlight yet, but I want to first apply the other colors. So what I'm going to do is I was hesitating what color to use. At the end I decided to go for ideal yellow for the rest of the clothes to make him look bright. I was adopting between this and the bone color, and at the end I decided to go for ideal yellow. So we are going to apply ideal yellow on all the remaining parts. Okay, so I will apply this and I come back to you and I connect back when it's done. Most likely I will need to do 2 layers, so I will do that and I'm back when I have applied 2 layers of Arial yellow. So this is how it looks like after applying Arial yellow, and I also applied here on these things blue horror. So this is how it's looking like now, and the next step that I'm going to do is I'm going to apply a little bit of yellow wash or yellow shade on this to make it look a little bit more warm and give more contrast to compared to the. So we are going to apply this with carefully on all these parts, okay? So something like that. We are going to wait that this is pulling. We just want to give a little bit, it's more like making a glaze than really washing it. Okay. So we don't want too much. We don't want, because this yellow, so this is the what's called Casandora yellow. It's a little bit orange as well, so I want to avoid that it's looking too orange. So we're going to apply here. You see, this is too much, then what I do is I spread out. Okay. This will give a nice contrast to the blue. So this will give a little bit of warm contrast to the blue and the purple that we already have. Okay. So for this thing that I did in blue horror, that is H paint, you can also use Fenrisian grey, for example, or any type of light bluish grey that you have. At the beginning I was doing that yellow and I changed mine, so it was too yellow and I wanted to go. I will paint this as it is, have some scripts, some sculpture. Okay, and we have to do the bottom. This will also kill a little bit, because the yellow, the problem of the yellow when you paint it on top of blue, you have this type of greenish finishing, so we want to make it look warmer and cleaner. And we want to avoid that this is accumulated here. Okay. Now I will use Breakgun Flash Shade to apply on part of the gold parts, not on all the golden parts, but I will mainly apply that on these parts that have a lot of texture. Okay, this part here. So we are going to play Breakgun Flash Shade. So it's the Flash Shade from Games Workshop. Okay, so we apply this here. Also will make the gold to look warmer. This part is the difficult part because the access is not very good. Sorry, this I don't think you can see this on camera. It's really the hidden part. This, and then we are going to play as well on this type of thing here. This piece of jewelry that he, or magic item, we don't know what is this about. Who knows what Changeling is carrying on. And I'm going to apply on this type of that will help in and we are going to apply this as well on the bell. So the parts where I'm not going to apply the wash is on the flat parts like this one here. If you don't like the orange color on the yellow, you can also use Seraphim Sepia instead of the Kazandora yellow. Here we are going to apply here. Okay. Now this decoration that goes down. On the purple, you don't have to concern too much. This shade will not be super visible. Of course, if you do a mistake like this one, it will be. But once it's dry, it will not be that visible. Okay. We can do here, this will help a lot on these parts. And as well here. Thinking now to make the contour. Here I will not do it because it will mess up with the blue and I don't want to do that. So yeah, I will not do that there. On the purple is working well, but not on top of the blue. Okay? So I think I will finalize here the first part on the painting tutorial of the Changeling. I will come with a second part most likely, maybe 3 parts depending how long. But I think in 2 parts I should be able to do that. As I say, I like to do shorter videos and than very long ones. So in that way it's also easier for me to edit. So this is the first part on the painting tutorial of the Changeling, where I did the clothes, mainly the clothes. The blue part of the clothes is done, this purple part of the clothes is done, and now we wait for the second part to do the flesh, the staff, and some other details. So that's all for now. I hope you find this tutorial interesting. Please keep tuned if you want to see more. And yeah, and that's all for now. As usual, thanks a lot for watching and see you again later. Bye.